I share with you many videos, since the last 9 months that anytime you see these type of articles, the squeeze is definitely intact. Why? Because this is definitely used out of pure BS, pure crap. And because when you look at the actual fact, you see that this is just another way of manipulating the sentiment and the investor look at the share price, especially when it comes to AMC. Look at this article from CNBC today, guys. Plunging meme stock, Bed Bath & Beyond vindicates short sellers as GameStop and AMC remain elevated, right? This is a pro account, which I don't have, and I don't need in CNBC because I already have on other news outlets. Well, what does it mean exactly, the title? Vindicate. Vindicate meaning, clear or blame of suspicion. Actually, some synonyms. Justify, warrant, substantiate, show, prove to be right, justify, establish, demonstrate. Well, guys, let me change this with an actual synonym. Plunging meme stock, Bed Bath & Beyond justifies short sellers. Give reasons to short sellers as GameStop and AMC remain elevated. Somehow, I don't even need to read the whole article to know that you are going to say that because Bed Bath & Beyond, who actually dropped 22% today, it's actually a preview of AMC and GameStop to also follow the same path as they remain elevated. Well, let me pause here for a second, guys. First of all, the reason behind Bed Bath & Beyond plunging today has nothing to do with it being a meme stock. Actually, something, if it's not short sellers building on the bad news to actually short it even more. Look, on the news around this stock. Bed Bath & Beyond shares dive more than 20% as supply chain issues hit sales and inflation fears. Look, dive on sharp sales decline. This was not the only stock dropping today big. Coles was another stock. Coles stock slumps on double downgrade from Bank of America linked to supply chain issues. Coles stock is plunging, blames supply chain issues. Well, we know now that what Jerome Powell said about inflation being temporary is not going to be true. Why? Because we have supply chain bottlenecks. It means that companies producing goods and companies putting out their services, goods and some type of services, but mostly goods, are now facing some supply chain issues, not only because they're not able to get raw materials they need to produce those goods, but in the meantime, it's taking much more longer to actually get those goods delivered to the customers around the globe. Just look at the Port of California. This is an all-time high number, record number of, container ships sitting just to, get unloaded. So it means if I cannot produce my goods as a company, as a factory, as quick as I want to, if also I cannot get my raw materials to the same price, I'm going to have a replication impact on the price of the goods I'm producing. Well, it means companies like Bed Bath & Beyond, Kohl's, even Target, even Home Depot are gonna definitely see margins shrinking a little bit if they don't increase the price of the goods. And that's what we call inflation. That's the very basic definition of inflation. So inflation is gonna be even stickier than what people are seeing it to be in the next coming months. It doesn't matter what the Fed will do. Now, back to AMC. What does it mean? You see how they use the whole short selling thing, meme thematic, the meme thing, to actually put out there anything and everything just to make AMC and GameStop look bad. Where in fact, as I just explained to you guys, it has nothing to do with it. If it's not that, it's just another way of manipulating the whole sentiment around these two stocks. But you know what? It's not an issue. This is not the first time they're doing it, and I don't expect them to be the last time doing it, because AMC, as long as the shorts have not covered, and with what we are seeing on the pressure building on Citadel Securities, on the scandal on Robinhood. I mean, we're talking about call documents here, guys. I mean, check my other videos when I talk about that. But I mean, things are not looking good for them. So I mean, I can definitely expect the price of AMC soaring in the next coming weeks. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me.